Greetings, principals of marketing students. Dr. Pellegrino here with you again. We got a fun one today. That's why we have talking heads telling us about life during wartime. Some of you may perceive business as a relatively benign system, but war exists in business too. And what we want to talk about today is corporate espionage or economic espionage. And so, when you are talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in development for products, getting that information to a company so they don't have to spend that money and come out with a product at the same time might be valuable. And so there are lots and lots of examples. There's actually a relatively recent example. I think it was mid-2000s, maybe 06, where somebody from Coca-Cola tried to sell a secret formula for a product that Coca-Cola was about to come out with to Pepsi. And the person they contacted at Pepsi wanted nothing to do with it and contacted the FBI. And so that's a little more recent. But the one that I remember is this one. There was an employee that was at a subcontractor that was developing this new shaving system that Gillette was coming out with in the late 90s. And Gillette had spent almost, $750 million developing this shaving system, right? Because, we got to scrape the crap off our face every morning. And Gillette, I used my share of Gillette razors over the years. But this guy who had worked for a subcontractor, for some reason he was disgruntled, and he tried to sell the technical drawings of this new product. And once he did, Gillette figured it out and contacted the FBI, and the FBI came and they arrested him. And I think this guy spent a couple of years in jail. I think he spent 2 years in jail. I'm not sure how big his fine was, but I'm sure it was significant, but you can do serious long time in the joint for doing this sort of thing. So we have to go to great lengths to protect the intellectual property of our business. And so when you go to work for business, particularly businesses that have these kind of development things, you're going to sign non-disclosure agreements. And those non-disclosure agreements are binding. I did some work for Microsoft in the 90s that required me to sign a very strict NDA. And while I can't tell you about that work, I can tell you that I did indeed do some contract work for Microsoft in the 90s. But that's about it. Another relatively short video about economic espionage. I look forward to our next video, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. All right, we'll see you next time.